Hey y'all, welcome back to Amina Lee TV. So I wanted to come on really quick and do an update on where I am in my options trading journey. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I'm waiting until a specific time in September before I execute my first trade. And that's because during that time, it's a period called Quadruple Witching, and that's when all of the options will be on sale. I did a video about this about 2 weeks ago, so if you want to go back, I'm pretty sure I explained what Quadruple Witching is. You can go and take a listen there. But what encouraged me to make today's video were two things. My mom and a comment that a new subscriber made, and I'm gonna go and take a look at her name. So she is Your Natural. I would thank you for subscribing, and also thank you for writing that comment. Let me fix my video a little bit, my camera. Thank you for writing that comment because it definitely inspires me to continue creating content on this topic. I'm noticing that it really doesn't get that many views, but I mean, I really didn't make it for people to get views. I made it so that I can make sure I'm learning, or no, not I'm learning, that I understand what I'm learning. She says, I'm glad I found you. I'm following you. I can tell you're really learning this. Please continue to post. Very inspiring. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very encouraging. I appreciate your subscription and I appreciate your comment. If there's anything in particular that you would like to know, drop it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to make a video because it will help the both of us. And my mom. So I spoke to my mother yesterday and she was asking me about, how are things going? What are you doing now? So, in talking to her, I realized that she kind of still isn't clear about the difference between a day trade and leap options, which is what I'm learning. So I wanted to make a video to go over my notes and to give you, again, I think I said this already, an idea of what I'll be doing within the next 4 weeks before I execute that first trade. Now, I'm gonna open up my notes. I think before I describe what leap trading is, let's recap or go over what an option is. So by definition, an option is a financial contract that gives the buyer, which would be me, the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price before or on a specific date. So I'm going to stop there because I think this will be good to distinguish the two between a day trade and a leap option. Now, in day trading, your time to expiration is shorter. And I don't know, I'm gonna arbitrarily say it's between, some people do it within 24 hours, some people probably do it within a couple of days. Like, that's day trading. That's the window is much shorter than a leap option, which is a minimum hold of 9 months, right? So I buy this option, I'm not trading it the same day. I'm not trading it within the same week. I'm holding it for a minimum of 9 months before I make my sell, right? And at the end of that 9th month is when it expires, right? Some options expire, like I said, 24 hours, 3 days, a week. I'm holding my option until a 9-month expiration date. So the minimum is 9 months, maximum 3 years. My mentor, if you've been watching my videos, Wallstreet Trapper, he does between 9 months at longest 18 months. So I'm following his lead to a T because this is not something that I know. I'm not diverting from his formula until I feel confident enough to do so. So I will not be holding options longer than 18 months, and I will not be holding them for shorter than 9 months. And what that typically means is that within that 9-month period, I have all of that time to decide exactly what I want to do with it. And I can do two things. I can sell my option at a higher price, or I can actually buy the stock that I purchased the option for. So to help make that make sense, I'm going to use the analogy of going shopping, going to a retail store for clothes. Let's say we go to Zara, we see a jacket that is $100. The designer is there, and you tell the designer, listen, I'm gonna give you $20 to hold this jacket for me at today's price of $100. So essentially, my $20 bought an insurance policy on this jacket to ensure that I can hold it for 9 months at $100, right? Now, within that 9 months, if that jacket goes up to $200, let's say 3 months from the date that I purchased, 3 months from today, which is the date that I purchased it, if it goes up to $200, I can then do one of two things. I can buy the jacket for myself at $100, then sell it to the market at its current price of $200, which gives me a profit, right, of $200, right? Because I bought it. No, I'm not $200. It gives me a profit of $100 because I bought it at the price that I locked in its value for $100. Now, or I could sell my insurance policy that I purchased to another options trader at a higher price because the stock has more value. I'm going to pause, let that sink in. And I hope that makes sense. I'm going to say it again. An option is very much like an insurance policy. You go to the person that owns the stock at the current price. Price on the market is $100. You say, hey, I want to insure this stock or this jacket for simplification's sake at the current sale price of $100, and I want to hold it for 9 months at $100. Any time between the date that I buy it and 9 months, depending on whether or not it goes up or down, I can make a decision at any point to either buy the jacket for myself and resell it, or I can sell my insurance policy at a higher price if the stock is worth more than what I initially purchased the insurance policy for. I don't think it gets any more simpler than that. All right, so now I'm gonna go into what LEAP trading is. So LEAP stands for long-term equity anticipation securities. And these are simply long-term options that typically expire with expiration dates from 9 months out to 3 years. And it allows you to make long-term bets on a stock's future price, which is essentially what I just explained, right? On the future price. Now it can go up and down, and that's the beauty of having 9 months, because in 9 months, if it goes down, hold it. Hold it until it goes back up. When it goes back up, then you make the decision on what it is that you're going to do with your option, or what you're going to do with that asset that you have the right to either buy it for yourself, resell it. You can buy it and you can actually hold it, put it into your portfolio. Either way, you're profitable in that sense. Yeah, I think, wow. Okay, that was easy. I'm looking at my notes. I wrote a whole bunch of notes because at the time I took these notes, I didn't understand it completely, but as I'm regurgitating it to you, which is why I created this channel, well, not why I created this channel, why I'm making these videos, is to help in me understanding it through explaining it. And I got it. LEAP options, you hold it minimum 9 months, maximum 3 years. Within that amount of time, you have the ability to sell your insurance your insurance policy to another buyer at a higher price because your asset has more value, or you can buy that asset at the original price that you held the value for, and you can either hold it for your own personal portfolio, or you can sell it to the market at the profit. I hope this makes sense. I feel really good about this explanation. If you have questions, please put them in the comment section below. Any questions that you may have, there's no stupid questions, will really help me, as well as, we can go back and forth. We can tag team this. So, did I talk about? So what I plan to do, I don't think I went over what I plan to do for these next 4 weeks. Between now and the time for me to execute on the market, I am just rewatching all of Trapper's videos to make sure, again, that I understand this. Like, I can just kind of say it in my sleep without pausing and thinking about it, right? I'm still reading The Intelligent Investor, just really super, super good book. I'm taking my time with that because it's really thick. It's a lot of jargon in there that I need to acclimate myself with, but I'm, again, still listening to it and reading it at the same time. That book is by, I forget, I put it in the notes. So if you watch my old videos, I'll tell you who the book is by. This is Warren Buffett's teacher. This is who Warren Buffett learned from. He's the guy that wrote The Intelligent Investor. And yeah, that's it. I think I'll make another video on strategy that I plan to use going forward to scale my portfolio, and the way that I'm learning how to use options to rinse and repeat my money, right? Instead of constantly throwing money into long term, I'm going to use the options play to double my money to support my portfolio and keep building my wealth, which I'm really excited about. I'm also really excited about teaching my kids. My kids are, oddly enough, they're actually really interested in this. My son is a computer geek, and the way that I explained it to him as if it was a game. So he's just excited about learning what he thinks. I mean, it is a game, but he thinks it's a game. And my daughter also shows a lot of interest into it. I tried to get them to, record our conversations when we go back and forth about what I'm learning and what we plan to do. I actually created this book, this Bible here, this leather-bound instruction manual on how to build wealth using the stock market. So, it's at the beginning stages. I have some rules written out. It's definitely not complete because, I'm just getting started in this whole option space, but I have quotes at the top and just things for them to reference when it's their turn to get into this space. So, I have my composition books. Oh no, let me get the real one. I have my composition books for the notes as I'm learning, but then I take my notes as I'm learning and make it into this ledger. This is the official Exantis family ledger that will be passed down from generation to generation to learn how to play this money game. So thank you for coming along with me on this journey. For those of you who are watching, again, if you have any questions, comments, definitely put them in the description bar below. And I will see you in the next video. I have to do an update on the 90-day abundance cleanse, which I'm still going strong on. I'm going to do a 30-day recap. My last video was I think it was the recap of the first week. I was going to do it week by week, but I said, you know what, let me do it at the end of 30 days. Let you know everything that has gone on for the month of August. And yeah, we'll keep chugging along from there. I will see you in the next video.